Yo, what up? It's the What It Is podcast with Strolli and Marlee, brah.
So what's up, Marlee? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Strolli.
How you doing, Strolli? How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. You're doing great. Doing a good thing. You're having a great time.
That's a great way to start
Yeah,
it.
dude. It's one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. So I was tired earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but now I feel like I've hit a stride.
Got that second win coming.
Yep, crash is imminent.
Yeah. So coming up in a couple weeks, we are, I myself, you may or may not be coming,
Mhm,
potentially. We'll see. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never find out. Even when it's happening, we still won't know.
Is he here now? This fucking guy.
No, we're going on our little guys' vacation up to the mountains.
Bros trip.
Chilling in a hot tub.
No feet apart because we're all gay.
Yeah. Definitely going to be a hot tub up there, which is going to be dope. Pool
Sick.
table, giant table, poker table. It has a heated pool that apparently we're not allowed to go into, but like we're totally
God,
going to
it's
see if
fucking
we can
heated.
kind of go into it.
Dude, whatever the last night is.
Oh, was it the other house? We looked at a lot of houses. We can't remember which ones are which.
Going in 2 weeks, don't even know where the fuck you're going.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like on like 12 acres of land up in the Poconos. It's
The Poconos, yeah.
the Poconos. Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Wrong region.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah, I met a girl. She used to work. She was one of my old coworkers, and
Mhm.
she was from the Poconos. And she was like, every now and again, she'll be like, give you the hard O's, like, oh, don't you know? And it's like, I would just look at her and be like,
oh, you betcha,
oh,
yeah.
you betcha, don't you know? Going up to the Poconos this weekend, eh? She's like, I'm not Canadian. I was like, well, you sound like it.
You're pretty fucking close.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So guys' weekend at the
Mhm.
mountains should be a lot of fun. Gonna do some snowboarding. Gonna do some chillaxing.
Always wanted to go snowboarding.
Oh, and there's a sauna. Me and Dom are gonna totally chill in the sauna for hours on
Ooh,
end.
that sounds nice.
And by hours on end, I'm probably gonna get in and be like, I can't breathe. I'm getting out.
It's too hot. Is it supposed to be hot?
But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Me and Dom are gonna vlog our way up there.
I can't wait to
somehow,
see
somewhere.
that.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really
Nice.
excited.
Is it your only trip planned for this year?
So yes and no.
Mhm.
So yes, definitely for sure, like trip.
Mm-hmm.
But me and my girlfriend, her dad has a dad and brother have a trailer down in Ocean City that she likes to go to a lot. So
Yeah.
every now and again, I'll come with her or something like that. So then we hang
we'll
out.
go with her.
Marlee is now involved. So yes, like I don't really consider that a trip because that's
Mhm.
kind of like I don't know. I guess it is. So no, to answer your question, no, it's not because I go down to the shore a lot in the
Okay.
summertime.
I've been to the shore once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Which
really.
OCMD.
No. I haven't been to Ocean City in a very, very long time.
Is that the one
like
that's the
11 or
one that
12.
you would go to, right? Was Maryland down where you were?
Typically, I would actually go to Myrtle Beach. I think I used to go to Myrtle Beach more than I would
That
go to
makes sense.
Ocean City.
Yeah, because you were near DC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
you
it was
were
a
kind
longer.
of-
It was a much longer trip, but I also think it was like a nicer.
yeah,
Ju-
Myrtle
if-
Beach is
if-
definitely better than.
If
Ocean
you're
City,
going
Maryland.
just to get into the water, I
Yeah.
think Myrtle Beach is definitely a little better.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you want the boardwalk experience and like fun other things to do, then like Ocean City is kind of the way to go.
Yeah, Ocean City, Maryland has probably the best. I don't want to say environment, but like their whole strip is. Oh dear God! Excuse me.
Oh, he just died.
Yep. Their whole strip like is just amazing. I mean,
Mhm.
Captain Carl's all the way on the one end, and then the boardwalk on the other end. There's just so much shit
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, I just haven't been. So I went to Atlantic City, I think, like 2 years ago for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't experience anything. I just stayed in my room.
I didn't go to the beach. I
Yeah.
went to my room.
Exactly. And I was supposed to go do other things, but I was kind of occupied. But like I didn't. I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like I want to go. I want to experience a beach again sometime.
Yeah.
You know, like,
See, I'm not a big beach guy. Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely a winter person. Like I am in my most comfortable environment when I'm surrounded by snow.
Mhm.
Like I definitely like the cold better.
Yeah.
And I just get bored too quickly on a beach. Like
Yeah.
I'll like go there and I'm like, all right, I'll go in the water, and then I'm like, I'm just floating here. This is boring. And then I go and I get in the sand and I'm like, wow, I'm literally covered in sand. And then I get in my car and it's covered in fucking sand, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's like so the ocean scares me. Not the beach, but the ocean, like the deep ocean and
Damn
the
ocean, you scary.
Yeah, and the possibility of like happening to be out there by accident.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get yourself in that situation.
Well, depending, like being, I remember being at the beach.
Well, maybe in Myrtle Beach it could be easier because that's, I mean, it's
I remember like
much
getting
stronger,
like
yeah.
further out than I wanted to be and expected to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not I don't think I know how to swim, or I don't know like how to swim well.
Okay.
So like
Can you float though?
Yeah, I can float like a
Okay.
motherfucker.
You just can't really swim.
Yeah, I kind of float.
You just kind of flail your
Yeah.
arms and
You see
legs,
this-
and you just hope for the
you
best.
see this fucking Tums dude? I float by default. But yeah, I just like as soon as I would stop feeling the sand underneath my feet
Yeah.
and like the water was up to my neck, I
Yeah.
was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
And it happened like a lot quicker. Like
Yeah.
you get to see,
And then especially when you're out there and you kind of get carried a little bit more,
Yeah.
it is a little unnerving for sure.
when those waves hit, like, and
Yeah.
they would hit hard. I remember like I almost fucking drowned because like I got caught by one really big wave like on my side.
Yeah.
So I went underwater sideways
Mm-hmm.
and spinning around because the current underneath is like
Yeah.
fucking moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like
Moving.
I went down sideways and I spun because I was underneath, so I didn't know what way I was facing.
Yeah.
And my eyes were burning because
Super
it was
disorienting.
salty. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then when I popped back up, I couldn't orient myself to the beach.
Yeah.
And I got hit by another wave. And apparently, like with those two waves, I was getting taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It was
swimming
just
with my
pulling you
brother,
right
one of
out.
our one of our friends, my
Yep.
dad. We were out there, and I didn't realize how far out I was going until like I'm trying to pop back up, and I'm like on my tippy toes, like under the water,
Yeah.
and the waves stop for a second. I get a good gap, and I look up, and my fucking like my brother and them they're like a little like further away than I felt comfortable with them being.
Yeah.
So I was just like trying to run through the water. Like I'm moving my arms like
Yeah.
out and like around under the
Yeah.
water and like like jumping low enough to catch the sand underneath.
That's
to
when you
push
just gotta
forward.
go sideways and try and freestyle your way.
Yeah.
there. I'm not a good swimmer by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as you just paddle your legs, you usually can be good.
Yeah.
And then even like if a wave is coming in or the the tide, how water moves and shit like
Mhm.
that, you can kind of catch it and go a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I totally understand. When I was younger, I was probably like 10 or something like that. We would go and visit my grandmom who lived right outside of Bethany Beach in Delaware,
Mhm.
and we would go visit her. And I remember once me and my brother, we were just like body surfing in the waves. It wasn't like big waves. It was
Mhm.
little things, but
Yeah.
we were young, so we were having fun. And I remember I was coming back in, and I kind of was like, I was walking back and my back to the waves, and I got caught behind and kind of got pushed down into the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I would go under, I would just immediately blow out my nose if I knew I was coming right back up. So it would help from getting water in my nose. I would immediately blow out while I did that. And as I was pushing myself back up, I was releasing all of my air out of my lungs. And then I got caught by another wave and pushed right the fuck back down. And I was like, oh God. And I remember being under the water and having nothing to breathe out. Like just like I was like, oh God. I like eventually like I got up and like was able to like recover enough. Like they weren't really that big of waves. It was just bad timing
Yeah.
more than it was like dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But like I remember like getting up and being like oh God, Jesus, oh God, I'm done. I am done with the water today. And I was done for the water. And then I never went back into the water.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie. We did go back into the ocean. I got my toe cut up like
Mhm.
real bad. Somehow got sliced real bad.
Ugh.
And then I remember being on my beach chair, my
Mhm.
grandma having like alcohol patch that she got from like one of the lifeguards and just like squeezing it onto my toe. And it hurt so bad that instinctively I just took my foot and shoved it in the sand. And my grandma and my aunt they were just like, no, don't do that. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, it hurt. They're like, God, come on.
That's the opposite of what we want you to do.
I was like, oh god. And then I never went into the water again.
Yeah. You know,
and then I got a little bit older, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care.
So I haven't been to the ocean. I haven't been to the beach in a very long time.
Mhm.
I don't like pools. I think pools are gross. Unless it's like my own inflatable pool at home.
Yeah. See, pools. Like I agree
It's
with
my
you.
pee.
Yeah, I agree with you. But there's so much chlorine that it really doesn't matter.
I know. It's still gross though. Have you
yeah,
ever accidentally get
yeah.
pool water in your mouth?
Yeah, but like,
It's gross.
yeah, I'm not saying it's not gross. I'm just saying like, a pool is kind of dope though.
Yeah.
Like I do like being in water. I just get bored too quickly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's like it just gets to the point where like, all right, well now what do we do? Oh well, we can swim to the other side. Oh okay.
Yeah, neat.
All right, now what? Oh, we swim to the okay. Oh, there we go again. Like, and like pools are really nice on like hot days, and you just get in and get covered by water, and it's just like yes, this is nice.
This very nice. That's
This
why
nice.
I like the little 3-foot little inflatable pool in the
See,
backyard.
I like deep.
Just dunk my head in, maybe get my my swan floaty and post up.
the swan floaty that's the size of the pool, but you just laying in it. Like,
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
my water, bitch.
This is my pool.
Yep.
This is my pool time.
Yeah, but no, definitely wintertime. Fuck the summertime. It is
Yeah.
too goddamn hot.
Fair.
It's only
Too many
socially acceptable
bugs out.
for me to take off as much, but I can always put on more layers in the
Mhm.
wintertime. But like nobody wants to see this walking around
Yeah.
naked, guaranteed.
I definitely want to go snowboarding. I definitely want to do
Yeah.
snow stuff. I want to go to a mountain.
Yeah.
I do want to have like a cabin. Like I remember looking last year. It was like I think in the beginning of the year. Not 2020. I'm thinking of 2019. I forget 2020 happened.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2019 before like my whole work situation got fucked up. I was looking at cabins to go out to because I was like, man, I want to go do something. I want to go away for a weekend.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing too extravagant.
I'm
but
not
just
going
like,
far. I'm not really experiencing anything great. Just nice, calming, relaxing.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
being out in a controlled like a nice ass cabin where I can look out and look at like the forest and like sundown. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really peaceful.
Yeah.
And then go back inside where there aren't any bugs.
Yeah. See, I've been up to Sullivan County, PA, which is basically the last county before you get to New York
Mhm.
in PA, and it's literally just mountains up there. And it's so cool to be like driving on the side of a mountain and it's just like a rock cliff right next to you that it's just
Yeah.
like that's fucking cool. And then like we were going up to the cabin and we were like literally on like a 20-degree incline climbing up this dirt road to get to a cabin that's also on a slight angle and just sitting there and just had a wood stove for heat, like
Mhm.
real basic like it was just nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
Like you walk out the door and it's literally just bugs. That's all you hear, or nature. You
Yeah.
don't hear cars rustling and bustling, which that's all we hear.
Yeah.
We having that silent experience is tough for us to find. Even in like the Poconos, like it's still kind of hard because it's so populated and it's become kind of, especially in the wintertime, like kind of hustle bustle kind of.
Mhm.
But when you're up there, there's not a light. The nearest grocery store is like a 30-minute drive away. Like that's I like that.
Yeah.
That's living for me.
So like
Leave me the fuck alone.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
So like thinking about the summer sounds and the bugs and shit. Like I remember my old house. We lived in a suburb, but we were backed by the woods,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like a small like expansive woods. Like we can be walking through the woods for like an hour and end up in a totally different part
Yeah.
of the area. So the sounds of like summertime nights were definitely kind of there,
Yeah.
and that's definitely something I'm missing from where I'm living now. Because behind me is a park.
Well-
There's not a lot of woods. Like there's a similar buggy sound, but
I've had plenty of experiences in the woods behind your house.
yeah,
Plenty. I've gone. Me and my friends, we've gone back into those woods
yeah.
so much, and just kind of walk back there and run around and
Mhm.
find a path. And I remember, oh my God, Dom, were you there when we had the rope swing? No. We had a. It was a vine. It was literally a
Mhm.
vine from a tree that we were just running around in the back
Yeah.
of those woods, and I was like, oh, this looks like a swing, and like I grabbed it and put my weight on it, and it held,
Oh
and
shit.
like it was on. It was on the side of the hill. It wasn't
Mhm.
a mountain, but like it was, probably like a 40-ish degree incline hill, and it was on the side of it. and it would hold my weight. So we would take it and we would take a couple steps back and go and run out, and we would get out like maybe like 5-10 feet or something like that, and you're like 20 feet above the ground at that point. Maybe actually probably it was more like 10 feet, but whatever. It felt like 20 feet, especially when you're not used to something like that. We'd go out and we'd swing and come back and grab onto a branch and slide ourselves down. That was hella fun. And then the one time I went to go do it, and I yeeted hard, and as soon as I got to the apex of that, it dropped. I was like, oh shit. And I hit the ground, and thank God it was on like a 40-degree incline hill, because like I kind of hit the ground and was just like, okay, cool,
Nice.
dope. Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I love doing that kind of shit. Just like going out into the woods and just getting
Exploring
lost
in the woods. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's.
And then there's a trestle back there that you can walk out to, and like in the springtime, just kind of sitting there and just like sitting on the railroad tracks and just looking out at the water.
Strolli,
And
what's a trestle?
you don't know what a trestle is?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a train bridge. You know, with the arches.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You ever been on?
There's something like that back there?
Yeah. You ever
fuck?
been on? What the hell is it? Creek Road,
Yes.
where the Field and Stream is.
Yes.
If you go, you know where that one little spot is like a big jump kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where the train comes. If you look over into the water, into the creek, you'll see.
you
you'll
said
see,
crick.
Yeah, fair enough. You'll see the trestle sitting there. We used to sit there and have fun and do activities up there. No. I will neither confirm or deny that statement.
Smoking.
Smoking a pancake? No, sir. I don't do drugs.
No,
Thank you.
Drugs do you.
In Russia, drug do you.
Drug do you.
But yeah, no. Definitely a lot of fun. Those woods were entertaining.
Those
I
were
don't
good
know
time.
I don't know if they've gotten like leveled or anything like that because of developments or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a lot of fun being back there and just getting into the shenanigans, like not even bad shenanigans, just running around.
Yeah, those are great parts of my childhood. I remember like running around with my friends, doing neighborhood stuff, running through the woods, like just kind of exploring. We had it wasn't a sewer, but it was like a water runoff. So there was like it would whenever it rained, that shit would flood like a motherfucker. So we'd go down there and like throw shit into the water, like while I was running. We'd throw sticks in there, rocks or whatever.
Yep.
There was like a little like it was like fucking 4 wooden plank wide bridge into the woods back there.
Yeah.
It was just super cool, dude. I do miss my old house for that, because it was like we weren't nearly as close to our neighbors as we were, so it was always kind of quieter, and it definitely felt like we had our own little space, and then it was just woods. Even though we were in a suburb, it was pretty spaced out pretty well, and it was like I miss that feeling. Like I want to go.
Take a trip behind your house, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised on how deep it goes.
I'm gonna start and like
That's what
twist
she
my
said.
ankle immediately.
Fuck! You'll just like look back there, take one step, and just snap. Like, oh, motherfucker.
Oh, my childhood is over. It's definitely. I want to take trips, man. I want to do things. I want to go to another city. Like
Getting away is nice.
Yeah.
Like even if you like up in the mountains, like if it wasn't for snowboarding, we would just kind of sit in the house all day. But like, just doing that is nice.
Yeah.
Like relaxing, not having a schedule, just kind of just doing you. Whatever it is that you're doing, just doing you. There's no better feeling than just kind of chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Even that, like just having those trips where I can just kind of completely decompress and be like, I rented out this place for no other reason than I wanted to have this space for myself.
Yep, exactly.
You know, just having those weekends, but then also having like the other weekends, like where, you know, like what you're having with the guys, like, you know what, we're gonna go snowboarding, we're gonna have a cool ass mountain trip with fucking options to play pool and do other shit, and then we're gonna go like shit like that. Like I want to go and be like,
Yes,
I want to
sir.
take a day trip to another fucking city somewhere, like get a little Airbnb for the night if I want to stay the night.
Yep.
Just be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to an aquarium, and I heard there's like a banging ass restaurant. I'm gonna go eat there for dinner, and like
Are you
I'm
talking about Baltimore?
because
Because Baltimore has both of those things. Can confirm that.
yes, actually, when I say aquarium, I do always think of Baltimore.
I mean,
that's where we
like-
take our field trips in elementary school.
Like Baltimore is like, I love the Inner Harbor. If
Yeah.
there's one place that one city that I actually genuinely love to visit, besides obviously Philly, is
Fuck
Baltimore. I mean,
fuck Philly.
I agree, but still, the Inner Harbor is just so dope. It's just that you get the aquarium there.
Yeah.
There's all these different kinds of restaurants. Like it's not just like, oh, there's a bunch of Asian food here. It's like they have an Irish restaurant, they have Five Guys, they have Asian, they have that, they have this, they have this. There's just so much stuff around. And the Inner Harbor, it's so dope just looking out at the harbor. You know what I mean? It's just.
I will say there's not. So when I say like I want to go to a city, Inner Harbor, the Aquarium in Baltimore, that's a decent little place to go.
Yeah.
I drove through New York not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hated every second of it.
Yeah. New York is a whole different animal.
Yeah. Definitely New York doesn't feel like it's someplace I want to be.
Yeah.
To relax. Even like having an activity planned, like I'm going to go there to do this thing.
What about Gettysburg? You could probably like Gettysburg.
My mom and my sister just went to Gettysburg last month. I remember being a kid, we used to go out there all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we used to visit the
War Memorial?
Yeah. We used to go because my mom and my sister are super into history. We would go visit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We would go out there a lot. I remember going to Harper's Ferry a lot. That's in West Virginia or the tip of Maryland? Well, I mean, that's the same fucking area anyways.
Yeah.
Harper's Ferry was really nice.
Yeah.
It was a really very interesting time out there.
Yeah. It's cool. It's
Shit
cool.
like that I would probably do again.
Yeah.
I've
gone to Gettysburg once
Mhm.
and like it was kind of cool to like walk around because my girlfriend's stepsister actually went to school there at Gettysburg and we went and visited her and we were walking around the campus / the city and
Mhm.
it was like, oh, this is where this battle was fought and here's a mural of everything and like
you can walk through the fields
and then you see like the old buildings that were around then and you see like the musket ball and the cannonball shots that are just like holed into the walls and it's like it's crazy to think about that. But also, fuck ghosts, so I don't want to be here for that long. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yo, what up, ghost? It's your boy.
It's your boy, Scatty Pants.
Please don't eat my asshole demons.
I would be okay with that. Jesus.
If there would be anybody I'd want to eat.
No,
my
they'd
ass.
be like, oh, boo, I'm a demon. And I'd be like, fuck.
Damn, fucking seeing you do that was great. Because like I heard the echo in the mic, but also I heard you in the room doing it. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I definitely want to like get a list of things, just potential like because with the way my new schedule is gonna be working out, I'm gonna have time off. I'm gonna be off for like maybe 3 days at a time, maybe 4 days depending.
Yeah.
I have 10 days of PTO.
You can do you, boo boo.
Yeah, I can take like 3 days off and be off for 11 days.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to go do fun shit. I want to be lame and like be like, oh, I saw a really cool Food Network episode about the city, and I'm gonna go hit every single spot that was in there because that shit looked incredible.
Gross.
Yes. Very gross.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do shit, man.
Yeah.
I want to go travel.
I agree.
I want to go visit places like for weekends, little weekend trips, little 3-day trips, even little 1-day trips, man.
Yep.
There's so much around us that I want to experience.
For sure. That's partially why I want to get my private pilot's license is so I can fly myself there.
Yeah.
Like if I want to go to Tennessee for a day, I can literally fly my ass there.
Fly me there too.
Sure.
I want to go to fucking. There's like 3. I want to go to Nashville, Memphis, and Chattanooga.
Yep. Down. I'm in.
Yeah.
But like if anywhere, I could literally fly there. No one can tell me no. If I get my license, at least they can definitely tell me no if I don't.
Yeah, exactly, sir.
Yeah. That's like ultimate goals is to get a plane and to be able to hangar it and just nothing crazy, just something to just kind of putt around the fucking United States if I want to.
Something that you'd have to get a running start to fly.
Hey, as long as it flies.
Yeah, exactly. Push on the wing and then try to jump in.
Sure.
Fuck it, man.
Does it fly? Yes. Bet.
I was gonna say, is it street legal? But you don't have to worry about that.
Nah, bitch, it ain't street legal. This John fly.
It's air legal.
Yeah, no, that would, hashtag goals mainly just because of traveling.
That freedom.
Just kind of, just like, if I want to, I can just fly there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's a dope ass thingy having in that one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna take my ass there.
Bet.
And I'm not gonna drive. I'm gonna fly.
Mm-hmm. There's little shit that'll be happening, dude.
Yeah.
Even like not like there's gonna be like a shooting star that only happens every like 130 years.
Yeah.
And it's happening, but you're gonna only see it in like this part of the U.S. for this like hour.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's go there and see it.
I'm going.
Exactly, like little shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I want to open myself up because I'm so I'm the type of person that like I'll take a week-long vacation and spend every fucking day at home.
Yeah.
And I'm not upset.
That's bad.
I'm not. Well, that's the thing.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love myself a nice staycation.
Exactly,
I
dude.
will give you that.
I'll wake up. I'll get out of bed at 2:00, have some cereal, and then just go watch a movie and then go back to sleep. Like I'm okay with that. But like in the moments where I'm not okay with it, I have like a deep yearning that makes me want to go out and like I want to plan something. I want to go do something. I want to have something that I can come back and talk about.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
like I definitely want to make that kind of shit a priority.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm an adult and I need to do adult things.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, it just makes me feel weird, like, because I still
Being
have
so
this.
sheltered.
Yes, but also having this like still childlike perception of adults.
Yeah.
You know, I myself am an adult.
I do remember being like a kid and being like, "Wow, adults are big,"
Yeah,
and
you
now I'm
guys
adult
do
and being
everything.
like, oh, "Shit, I was supposed to be big by now. This isn't good." Shit, I done fucked up, man.
I already missed the best years of my life.
Yeah.
It gets worse from here.
me and Will today at work were talking about how like can't we just like go back to a different time period, like not like time travel, like can I just relive that time in my life because I really enjoyed that time. And like I don't really maybe like change a thing or two, but like it's definitely not going to affect anything in the future, like no time travel, like a simulation of like that time. Like I just want to do that again. I didn't know what I had until it was gone. Please give me it back.
Imagine how crazy that would feel, because like even like you said, you enjoyed it in those moments, those times. You had a good time. That's why you want to go back to them.
Yeah.
But like going back to them, knowing how good of a time they were gonna be in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you were having a good time, and you're like, wow, this is great. But then like
Going
without
back to
the
it, yeah.
with the understanding that 10 years from those moments, you still look back at that time and think like, man, I would love to go back to that. Like
you
that's
like
so
overhype
crazy.
the shit out of it, and then you get back and you're like, wow, this wasn't even that fucking fun. Why did I think this was fun? Oh, that's right. The next 6 years were that miserable.
You're telling me this is the best? It gets worse from here.
Just a soft like
like just
from,
defeated
from The Office. Like no.
Just no energy. Just
don't.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But no, I do like getting away. I have a
I like driving too.
Yeah, I do like driving.
I used to go back when I first moved up here. I would go to Maryland like every weekend.
Yeah.
I'd leave Friday night, come back Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a little 4 hours every weekend, a little 2 hours down, 2 hours back. And I fucking loved it because, like, in the middle of the night, driving anywhere when the roads were clear, with just me playing music in the car, it was so fucking relaxing.
Yeah.
Even with, like, if it was raining like shit, like, it was still fun.
Yeah, just being by yourself. I think a lot of people discredit alone time.
Yeah.
Like, being by yourself and experiencing yourself is very needed.
Yeah.
And especially needed in peaceful situations, like not like super chaotic, like being alone at work or something like that, or staying in stressful traffic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just like being by yourself, enjoying the time is definitely much needed for growth.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
yeah.
I definitely like when I wake up in the morning, like I don't get up out of bed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I'll wake up at like 7, go to the bathroom, come back to bed, and just fucking lay there.
Yeah.
For like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling. I'll be doing some window shopping on Amazon. I'll be listening to music.
Yeah.
Just fucking relaxing. JoJo's up on my side. I'll like pet him a little bit. He's chilling. Like it's such an underrated time.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can't. There's other things that I'd want to do. Maybe I'm playing something that I really want to play, or I'm watching something that I'm super into, and I'm like, man, I could be doing those things, but just sitting back, and it's like
chillaxing.
Yeah, I can't. You can look at it and be like, oh, I wasted so much time. I could also like be doing the other things, but it's like, man,
I wasted a hell of a lot of time being comfortable.
Yeah, being comfortable and at peace.
Yep.
Like that is never a waste of time.
No.
It's so underrated, man.
Yeah. I think that's why I like the mountains and I like the mountain environment so much, is
Mhm.
because no matter where you are in the mountains, it's typically just peace.
Yeah.
Especially like if you get like a cabin. Like obviously if you stay at like Camelback Resort, which is just like a tourist attraction, it's not going to be that peaceful.
Yeah.
But like when you get like a cabin and you like you wake up in the morning, you got your cup of Joe, and you just kind of
You're
walk
drinking
outside.
your cup of Joe.
You're drinking your cup of Joe outside. Everything's steaming because it's hot, and you're just like, man,
I should put some
my
clothes
balls
on.
are cold.
Yes.
God damn, it's cold out here. But I'm
going back inside.
but I'm at peace. Yeah, that's an experience.
Glad
for
we were
sure.
both there on that
Yep,
one.
exactly. We had the same idea.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Definitely want to do that, dude.
yeah, for sure.
If I can't go on a bros trip, I definitely want to set something up. We can go snowboarding.
Yeah,
I want because that's been a dream of mine.
that'll probably be something next year. I would say I would kind of lean towards next year just because it's getting close to the end of the season.
Mhm.
Like late February is kind of even pushing it. Like that's
Yeah.
usually like the last that like actual snow is gonna hit the mountain. Like
Yeah.
you might get lucky in March, but trying to bet lucky on especially if you're still trying to learn, like you don't want to learn on ice.
Well, we've been getting smacked with snow recently.
yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for, and it's supposed to be still like rainy,
Mhm.
like here at least, and it's usually about like 15 to 20 degrees colder up in
Yeah.
the mountain. So hopefully they get some snow and they don't have to blow too much, and there's still like nice powder.
if we plan a snow thing for next year,
mm-hmm.
we should go somewhere cool.
Right, Dom? Dom wants to go to Utah.
Yeah, let's do that. If it's gonna be that far out,
I mean, honestly, this
because I
this
want to
trip-
get some serious. I would get some shit. Like I would try to get my own board
yeah.
and like actually have the time to put in for my own shit.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, it's because it's something.
for a trip for a trip.
Uh,
I would do that like if you plan. Like my brother gave me some advice, like a week ago or something. And he was like, "Don't worry about buying a board until you're ready to go up almost every weekend. That's when you need to buy your own
Yeah.
gear, because renting gear isn't that bad,
Mhm.
and especially when you're learning, like you just kind of need to get the technique down.
Mhm.
Once when you kind of get the feel of technique, then you can work on doing, getting your own
Backflips.
board. Yes. Getting your own board and getting comfortable in a set.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be renting this year, but I've only gone snowboarding maybe 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's always been like once a year. It's never been more than that.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's actually beneficial to rent,
Mhm.
because you're not investing $500-$600 into gear.
Yeah.
Which it can get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Depending-
I've looked
like,
at some prices
boots
just for like
binding-
the shit
boot-
that you're wearing. It's fucked.
boots, bindings, and boards will run you easily like $500.
Dude, I was looking at
for a
Zoomies and like
decent set.
the cheapest boots I saw were like $160.
Yep.
It's like fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I
snowboard
wanted to get
boots.
the ones that had the boas on them.
Yeah,
Those
like
are
my-
like
like my
190.
work boots. My
Yeah,
work
those are
boots
like
got
closer
boas.
to 200.
Yeah, you can get cheap boas.
Yeah.
Cheap boas aren't hard to find, and that's the one thing where
I
like,
only looked at Zoomies. I don't look at anywhere else.
if you get boots, you can change your boots really easily.
Mhm.
You just get new boots.
Yeah.
A board and bindings is something that you want to make sure that's kind of where you want to stick with for a decent amount of time. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely let us know,
Mhm.
or let me know. Sorry, let me know if you want to come up, and then next year we can plan something. We can
Yeah,
plan
dude.
something to try and get
Give me
you
some time, put some money down.
to shred the nar. Oh, you don't need that much
That was
money.
uncomfortable.
I know, right? That's why I was trying to like nope,
really get past that.
skirt over that one real quick.
I was watching that and it looked uncomfortable.
Shut up. But yeah, I think this is a good place to wrap up.
I think so, dude.
Yep.
I'll wrap up on the idea of
Yeah.
fun future stuff.
Yeah, future's always fun to think about it positively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We love you and your support, and we hope that you interact with us in the future.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
Love smooches.
Bye.
Bye.